Okay, boys and girls, on this screencast, we're going to learn how to work in a Word document, save a Word document, and attach that saved document in an email to your teachers. So to begin, what you need to do first is sit down at a computer and log on using your JCPS student username and password. Once you've logged on, you're going to go to Word, which you can either find on your desktop or you can find in All Programs. Underneath that, you'll click on Word, click on Blank Document, and start working. So what you're going to do first is probably type your name. That way your teacher knows who you are, and then you're going to type your personal narrative, your project, whatever it is that you're working on, and we're going to work on it and then work until we're finished or work until we're done working and then save it. Today we're just going to call this test project. Now I'm finished working because I want to teach you how to save it, and I'm going to go to File, Save As, Computer, and My Documents. Once I'm under My Documents, I'm going to call the project whatever it is I'm working on. Today we're working on a test project, so we're going to call it My Name and Test Project, and press Save. Now I need to send this to my teacher so she knows I've been working on it. So I'm going to go ahead and close the application and go to my email. The way you get to your email is by going to the internet. And once you're on the internet, you need to go to Jefferson County Public Schools webpage. So it's jefferson.k12.ky.us. Once you get to Jefferson County Public Schools webpage, you need to go to Students and then Logins, which is on the left-hand side. You'll see at the very bottom here it says Webmail. You're going to go to Webmail, and then it's going to ask you to sign in. Your email address is your first name dot your last name at stu.jefferson.kyschools.us. One more time, your email is first name dot last name at stu.jefferson.kyschools.us, and your password is what you use to log on to the computer. So that JCPS, first initial, last initial, and the last 4 digits of your student ID. I'm going to go ahead and log in to show you what your email will look like once you've logged in. Once you've logged in, you're going to create a new email, which is over here on the left-hand side. You're going to press New. Then you're going to type in your teacher's email address. Your teacher's email address is always their first name dot their last name at jefferson.kyschools.us. To make sure that you have your teacher's email address correct, double check with her or him. In the subject line of a professional email, you're going to write what it is that you are talking about in the body of your paragraph. So here I'm going to write test project because that is what I am talking about in my email. I'm going to say, Dear teacher, in this case we're sending it to Miss Rabel, so Dear Miss Rabel, comma, here is my test project, period, thank you. It is important to use professional language when you're talking to your teachers because that's the kind of relationship you have with them. They're not your friends, so you need to speak to them as you would as an adult, as you would in real life. Okay, so we have to make sure we put our project on there before we send it. So we're going to go up here to Insert, Attachments or OneDrive Files. Once we get there, we're going to go over here to Computer, and it's going to open up your Documents library. If it doesn't, you'll choose Computer, and then you would choose Documents, and then it would open up everything you've saved. Down here is what we've been working on, our test project today. So we're going to highlight that, and it's going to show up down here in your file name. Once it shows up down there in your file name, it's ready to attach, so you're going to press open. And then it's going to ask you, do you want to upload and share this with OneDrive, or do you want to send it as an attachment? And you want to send this as an attachment to your teacher. So you're going to click Send as Attachment, and it will show up there. So double check before you send. Always, you've written in professional language down here in the body of your email, you've attached it, and now you've typed in the correct email address for your teacher, and now you're ready to send. So then you're going to press Send, and it will go automatically to your teacher. And you'll see over here in my inbox, we just got that test project because that's where we sent it. So what you've learned today is how to work in a Word document, save in a Word document, and send that Word document as an attachment.